Hello there, welcome to my summer coaching series. And summer coaching series, I teach or tutor students on topics they're about to learn in the next class and also strengthen them on topics they learned in the previous class. So we have been looking at some topics. This is for JS3 Basic 9, as you know it. We have been looking at some topics, and the last topic we looked at is number base. Yeah, number base. Number base. That's the last topic. So let's quickly go over what we learned in number base. We said number base is a counting system. We saw that base 10 is the most common base used in counting in mathematics. It's a natural base used in counting in mathematics. What do we mean? If we start counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then after 10, we go to 11. 11 is actually 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1, literally 10, an addition of 1. Then 12 is 10 plus 2. So after 10, we start counting from 1 to, we add it to it. Then I explained that back in time, people they used tally to count, using their counting in fives. How many cows do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 10. You can say I have 10 cows, meaning that this two like this. Then there's also counting in dozen, which dozen has 12. This is 1 dozen. How many biscuits do you want to buy? I want to buy 10 dozen. So it's a type of counting, it's a way of counting. Then we saw that another base that is important is base 2, because it is used in computer programming and is used a lot. Base 2. There are two numbers in base 2. They are 0 and 1. Base 2. Base 2 also called what? Binary numbers. Base 2 also called binary what? Numbers. Base 2 also called binary what? Numbers. Base 2 also called binary what? Numbers. Why? Base 10 numbers are known as denary numbers. Denary numbers. And numbers in base 10: 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you wondering, in base 10, the number 10 is actually 1 and 0. So you see numbers here. 11, 1 and 1. 1020, see numbers there. So I will show how to convert from base 2 to base 10, base 10 to base 2. I'm not going to go into that. We'll show how to convert from base 2 to base 10, base 10 to base 2. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you examples how to add, subtract, and multiply numbers in base 2. Very, very important. Add, subtract, multiply numbers in base 2. Add, subtract, and multiply numbers in base 2. Let's take this for an example. We're asked to add these numbers in base 2. Very simple. 1 plus 0 is 0. Don't forget you're in base 2, please. Last thing you must always know that if you're adding numbers in a particular base, don't forget that you're in that base. And there's a rule. When you're in base 2, you can only have two numbers, 0 and 1. You can't have 2 in base 2 or 3. Anything greater than 1, you're not dealing with base 2. So 1 plus 0 is what? 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 2 in base 10, right? So you cannot write 2 in base 10. That 2, you are going to convert it from base 10 to base 2. You add it in base 10, then your result, you convert it to base 2. So 1 plus 1, let's add it in base 10. Normal, when I say base 10, the normal way you add. 1 plus 1 is 2. So now let's convert that 2 in base 10 to base 2. 2 divided by 2, 1, remainder what? 0. 1 divided by 2, 0, remainder what? 1. Remember I showed you that you move down up, so 10. It means that 2 in base 10 is 10 in base 2, abi? So you know that 1 plus 1 is 1 what? 0. Let me do that again. And I will show you how to just memorize it. 1 plus 1 is 2, as we know it, because we are adding in base 10. What is common, what you've been taught is 2. But it can't be 2 in base 2. It means that that 2 in base 10, we have to convert it to a number. 2 in base 10, we have to convert it to a number in base 2. So how do we convert to a number in base 2? We say we divide by 2. 2 here, we want to convert to a number in base 2, we divide by this 2. 2 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1 remainder what? 0. 1 divided by 2 is 0 remainder 1. So it means that 2 in base 10, you move down up. 2 in base 10 is what? 1 0, not 10. 1 0 in base what? 2. If I call it 10, please, that's a slip. 2 in base 10 is 1 0 in base what? 2. Why am I calling this one 10? Because it's base 10, it's not base 2. 1 0 in base 2. 1 0. So are you seeing it? Let me take another addition. Let me take this. 1 1 1 plus 1 0 1. 1 1 plus 1 0 1. I want to add it in base 2. Don't forget that. 1 plus 1, we have said that it is 1 0, right? So let me write somewhere here for you to see. 1 plus 1 is 1 0 in base what? 2. So 1 plus 1 is 1 0. You write 0. You carry 1. Because you have 1 0, just as you've been taught, you write this large digit, you carry this one. 1 plus 1 is also 1 0, Abi. You write 0, you carry what? 1. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1, we've not done that. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is actually adding 1 0 to 1. 1 plus 1 itself is 1 0, right? So add 1 to 1 0. Let's add 1 to 1 0. 0 plus 1 1. 1 plus 0 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 what? 1. Or you take it this way, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 in base 10. So convert 3 in base 10 to base 2 by dividing by 2. 3 divided by 2, 1 remainder 1. 1 divided by 2, 0 remainder what? 1. So you have what? 1 1. 3 in base 10 is 1 1 in base 2. So you can do it that way, or you say that 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So add 1 to it, you have what? 1 1. So it means that we can note that 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 1 in base what? 2. It's 1 1 in base what? 2. Then by addition, let's say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it will be this 1 1, the result of 1 plus 1 plus 1. This one is 1 1. This one gives us 1 1. 1 1 plus 1. So let's add it. Let's see the result. 1 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, 1 0, 0, right 1. 1 plus 1, 1 0. So you have what? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is what? 1 0 0 in base what? 2. So you can memorize this. 1 plus 1, 1 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 0 0. Or, you know the principle behind it. 1 plus 1 is 2 in base 10. When you convert 2 to a number in base 2, you have what? 10. 1 plus 1 is 3. When you convert 3 to a number in base 2, you have what? 1 1. The same thing with 4. You get what? 1 0 0. Now this is how to add. This is how to what? Add. Now, to subtract, pay attention to this. Let's say you want to subtract this. This is the simplest you can be asked to subtract. Oh, okay, let me keep this. I think this is simple. Now if you want to subtract this, take note that you have to borrow, right? 0 minus 1, you have to borrow, right? So you borrow from, when you borrow from this, it becomes what? 0. Now because you are borrowing from a number in base 2, the number itself becomes 0. That one that you borrow, when it comes here, it becomes what? 2, because it's in base what? 2. It is in what? Base what? 2. For every one you borrow, it becomes what? 2 when you are subtracting. You borrowed 1 from this one, it becomes 0. So that one that you borrowed, when it comes to be subtracted, it becomes what? 2. 2 minus 1, which is what? 1. Take note of that. I explain again. If you have this 1 0 0 minus 1, how do you do it? 0 minus 1, you have to go, okay, sorry, I changed the question. I'm very sorry for that. I changed the question to 1 1 0 because I wanted a simpler question. 1 1 0. Now, what do? I borrow from this one. Once you borrow from this one, it becomes what? 0. Now, that 0, when you borrow it here, it becomes what? 2. Let me show you something in base 10. Let me show you something in base 10. Let me show you. Maybe it would enlighten you. You know, if you are doing this normal, before we get to base 2, in base 10, normal addition and subtraction, 8 minus 9 is impossible, like you say. You have to borrow one. That one that you borrow from becomes 0. That one, you were told that you join it to 8 and becomes what? 18. What you actually did is not really a joining. What you did was that one that you borrowed becomes what? 10. And you added it to 8 becomes what? 18. That's what you did, yeah. That one you borrowed from this one, it made this one to be 0. And that one, it is 10 in base 10. So you added it to 8 here. It becomes what? 18. 18 minus 9 is what? 9. Yeah, 9. So the answer is 9. The same thing is applicable here. The same thing you apply. That one that you borrow, it becomes what? 0. Now when that one comes, it becomes what? 2. 2 plus 0 is what? 2. That 2, you add it to this 0. And if we're in base 10, we add that 1 to this 0. We join it together, it becomes 10. We're actually adding 10 to 0, which is what? 10. 2 plus 0, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. You have 0, 1. So it means that 1, 1, 0 minus 1 is 1, 0, 1. Do you get that? Let me take it higher. Let me take the higher example. Let me now do this. 1, 0, 0, 1 minus 1, 1, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. So I have to borrow 0 minus, I have to borrow here. Look at this. If I'm borrowing from this, it becomes 0. That one that when it comes here, it is what? 2. But that's not why I need it immediately. I'll still have to borrow from this. So I borrow from this to become 1. That one, when it comes here, becomes what? 2. 2 plus 0, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 0. You can do away with this. You can leave it like this, or you erase the zeros because they are not significant in this occasion. So you have 1, 1 in base what? 2. You have 1, 1 in base 2. I'll take it again. 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1 minus 1, 1, 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, yeah? Don't forget 1 in base 2. 1 minus 0 is 1, yeah? 0 minus 1. I have to borrow, Abi. I borrow from this one. I cannot borrow from 0. I borrow from this one here. Okay, so if I borrow from this one, it becomes what? 0. That one that I borrowed, when it comes here, it is 2. But I don't need it immediately here. I will borrow 1 from this 2 here. This one become 1. If I borrow 1 from 2, become 1. This is where I need it 2. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 1 was 0, 0. You clean the 0, 0. You have this. You have what? This. Then quickly multiplication. Now division. Leave division alone. Leave division alone. But you learn multiplication. Now, multiplication is easy. Just as you multiply numbers. Let me try this. 1, 0, 1 times 1, 1, 1 in base 2. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 0 times 1. You know how you multiply numbers. When you are in 0, 0 times 1, you have 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. So when you get here, you add now, just like you do in your normal, what's it called? 1 plus 0 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. But you know that is addition. 2 is what? 10 in base 2. 1 plus 1 is actually 1, 0 in base 2. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0 in base 2. You have 0, 1, 0. You have 0. Carry this one, bring it here. 1 plus 1. 1 plus that one that we carried. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Right? 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is what? 1, 0. So you have 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Let me explain this again. Let me explain it again. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 1, 0. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. You have 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Right, 0. We established that. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Right, 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is what? 1, 0. So you have this. That's how to multiply. Very easy. Very easy. Let me give you the 6th example. It's very easy. You can rewind. Addition, study addition well. Subtraction, study subtraction well. and study multiplication well. What if you have this 1111 times 1111? It's not difficult. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1 1 times 1 1 times 1 1. You have 1 1 1 1. Then now you have 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. You multiply this one. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it painstakingly. 1 1 1 1 times. Let me add a 0 to it. Or let me leave it like this. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. Now let's go to this one here. 1 times 1 is be under. 1 times 1 1. Oh, try to make sure it's under. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. Are you seeing this? Then you go to the third one. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. You go to the fourth one to be under this place here. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. Have I written it under it properly? No, sorry. It's supposed to be after the fourth digits here. 1 2 3 4. So this is where it's supposed to be. When I multiply this one, it's supposed to be under this one here. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. 1 times 1 1. Are you seeing it? So let's go all over when we add together. 1 plus 0 plus 0 1. 1 plus 1 is 1 0. This way you have to be careful. 1 plus 1 is 1 0. 1 0. Right? So 1 0, you write 0, carry your 1. Are we okay? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So we have 1 0 0. So when you have 1 0 0, what do you do? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 0 0. This ones here, when you add them, you have 1 0 0. So what do you do when you have 1 0 0? You write 0, carry 1 0. 1 0 will be here. If you have 3 digits, you write the last digit, then carry the first 2 digits. So I've written 0. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is what? 1 0 0. I've written 0. I've carried 1 0. So now, how do I do this? 1 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. I can do it this way. I can say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. I know it as 1 0 0, Abi. So 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 0 0 plus this 1 0 here. 0 plus 0. I can do it somewhere else. 0 plus 0 0. 0 plus 1 1. 1. So you have 1 1 0. 1 1 what? 0. I write 0. I carry this 1 1. Are you seeing it? I see that it's not difficult. Now, 1 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. You can see 1 plus 1 plus 1 is what? 1 1. So you have 1 1 plus this 1 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 1. 1 1 plus 1 1. 1 1 plus 1 1. 1 plus 1 1 0 0 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 1 1. So you have 1 1 0, Abi. 1 1 what? 0. So you write 0, you carry what? 1 1. 1 plus 1 1 0. 1 0 plus 1. You have 1 0 plus 1. You can do it outside here. 1 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 1. 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So it's 1 0 1. So you have 1, carry 1 0. 1 0 plus 1 is what? 1 1. So this is your answer in this 2. 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1. So that's your answer when you multiply these 2. So 2 examples on addition, 2 examples on subtraction, 2 examples on multiplication. With this, I believe you should be able to answer questions on addition, subtraction of numbers in base 2. Now, during our one-on-one session, if you have any question, ask me, I will reply. So do this, take this home, or rather, do it immediately. Don't wait to do it immediately so that you can master this concept I've taught. So, okay, first one, addition, add. Number 1, add. Number 3. Number 4. So attempt this. Oh, sir, don't forget the base 2. The ones you are giving us, they looked more difficult than the ones you did. That's not true. You've not done it. You're already afraid. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be afraid. Conquer your fear of mathematics. It's very simple. 6 questions to show you really understand this. Six questions to show you understand this. So I look forward to seeing your solution to this. See you in the next one. Bye.